Hey guys, what's up? Division Winning today, ka? Pag-isapan natin itong mga kwento at opinion ng dalawang senador patungkol sa nalalapit na impeachment trial ni VP Sara. So dito nagbigay ng fearless, no? Tawag dito. Hindi na prediction. Tangina, nabibrain fog ako. Fearless forecast. Si dating senador Franklin Drilon, at si walang iba kundi si Tito Sen, who actually one of the authors or the author himself ng impeachment procedures together with dating SP or Senate President Enrile. Okay, so dito mas lalo natin may intindihan kung bakit sa tingin nila walang mangyayari dito sa impeachment trial. Kayo ba? Naniniwala ba kayo na hindi matutuloy yung impeachment trial? Tingnan natin. Okay, dito sa interview kay Senator Drilon, ng isa rin na sabi nga niya, defense attorney daw ni CJ Corona, etong si attorney sa totoo lang, hindi ko nga dapat makalimutan yung pangalan niya because yung pangalan niya is very same dun sa crush na crush ng aking ex. Yan, si Attorney Jimeno. So, panoorin muna natin yung kanilang pag-uusap. Then, pupunta rin tayo kay Senator Soto. Tito Sen.
There will be no trial in my assessment. There will be no trial in the impeachment court because Vice President Sara correctly, as a lawyer, would not want to start a trial because once the trial starts, you do not know how it will end. Karen, you were involved as part of the defense team of President Erap Estrada.
Of Corona. Chief Justice Corona, yes.
You'll never know what will happen in the course of the trial. Yes. You'll never know what comes out as evidence, and therefore, you'll never know how the senators will vote, how public opinion will be swayed, which is a factor in the impeachment trial. How is this, in my opinion, will this be prevented? What will be prevented is a trial. The impeachment is there, but the trial will, in my view, will never happen. Because if I were Vice President Sara, I would immediately put up front at the start of the trial issue of jurisdiction. Very simple question. Would the senators of the 20th Congress have jurisdiction over allegations and complaints filed in the 19th Congress? If you look at the calendar put out by Senate President Escudero, you will notice that yes, the impeachment process will start, I think, in June 2.
June, yes,
June 2. But if you look at it, what will happen on June 2? There are many preliminaries, answers, etc. The actual trial, I think will start in
July.
July.
Yes.
No longer this, the present Congress. So if I were Vice President Sara, I will immediately question the jurisdiction of the 20th Congress. Now, the first body that will decide that is the impeachment court itself. Now, in the impeachment court, will decide one way or the other, it will end up in the Supreme Court. So the issue of jurisdiction will have to be tackled in the Supreme Court, and I am not aware of any precedent which we can rely upon.
Yes.
So,
but that's really interesting because there's also an pending case in the Supreme Court right now questioning whether this impeachment can prevail because of the fourth impeachment being the one endorsed by Congress.
So there are a lot of legal issues. And the issue that will confront them is whether...
Okay, wait tayo. Okay. Imagine mo Imagine nyo guys. Sabi ni Senator Drilon dito, there are a lot of legal issues coming from, okay, the impeachment complaint, okay? The articles of impeachment came from an institution where we expect they do understand these kinds of proceeding. Diba? Lawmakers nga tawag sila sa kanila eh. Gumagawa sila ng batas. And yet, sasabihin ito ni Senator Drilon na maraming legal issues. Do you get the point? Gumagawa ka ng batas and yet you do not understand na yung ginawa niyong mga articles of impeachment, na yung ginawa niyong impeachment complaint against kay VP Sara has so many legal issues coming from a senator who is a lawyer and a lawmaker. Diba? Diba? Hindi ko maintindihan kung meron ba silang pinasasakyan dito. When they file the impeachment complaint, may pinasasakyan ba sila? Because again, going back to that story, no, sa timeline, may tatlong nagpasa. Nangunguna dyan ang Makabayan Black. Hindi kaya pinasasakyan lang ng ibang kongresista ang Makabayan Black. Diba? I mean, looking at that kind of perspective, maliban pa dun sa di umano suhulan na sinasabi ni Kong Toby Tiangco. Diba? That is something as well needs to be investigated. Kung gaano nga katotoo yung sinasabi ni Toby Tiangco, no? Balik tayo dito kay Sandrino.
The 20th Congress can try a case where it was started and filed by the previous Congress. Now, maybe you want to ask the question: how will fit the agenda of the president? You know, the headlines today said, BBM insists, I don't want VP impeached. So this
came out just today, that the president said,
yes,
ayaw niya ng impeachment.
Ayaw niya ng impeachment. So, if I were a senator, I am looking at the president as my political leader, he says, I don't want impeachment. How do you think my decision will be?
So are you saying that the senators will listen to the signals of the president? Because it seems like Congress did not listen to that. If he were consistent, diba? From the start, he was saying, yes, I don't want an impeachment.
Believe you me, Karen, I have been there. I've done that.
Yes, I know you were actively also in the impeachment. We were on opposite sides.
Right.
You were the prosecutors.
Right. But I'm talking here theoretically and what I have experienced. The president, in being the political leader, would have much of an influence on the...
Well, unfortunately, wala siyang political influence sa mga taga House of Representatives. Ngayon, kung babalikan natin yung sinasabi ni Congressman Toby Tiangco, when that signing of impeachment was happening, he was having a meeting with Bongbong Marcos. And Bongbong Marcos even said, ayaw niya ng impeachment. Another thing that he asked Bongbong Marcos was the release of the conditional something fund, siguro yun. Diba? And sinabi ni Bongbong Marcos, wala siyang pinayagang ganon or something to that effect. Walang ganon. So isa lang yung dyan ibig sabihin, walang political influence si Bongbong Marcos sa loob ng House of Representatives. So whatever it is that is doing within the House of Representatives, yan lahat desisyon ni Tambaloslos. Diba? Balik tayo kay Senator Drilon.
On the impeachment proceedings, whether or not he will succeed is another matter. But that he will take a look at it, etc.
But Senator Frank,
let me finish. The way I read it today, Karen, regardless of the merits of the impeachment complaint, the president supports what is popular. Regardless of the merits of the impeachment complaint, the president, to me, supports what is popular. what the recent Pulse Asia survey showed, at least half of the entire nation, 50% of the Filipinos, do not support the impeachment. And don't tell me that that there is no merit in the impeachment complaint. But the popular view is that the vice president should not be impeached. And that is what,
do you think that the president is considering?
Of course, it fits his agenda.
Yeah.
Because look, Karen, in my view, there are no numbers in the Senate.
Exactly. Sabi nga dito ni Senator De Rolon, they need 16. They need 16. They're 24, di ba? And they only need a couple of people, I think it's 9, to acquit. If there's 9 vote to acquit VP Sara, then definitely, di ba? Walang mangyayari. So kahit saan nila, parang ano lang yan, I don't know guys kung marunong kayo maglaro ng dama or even chess. Ngayon pa lang checkmate na nila, or ngayon pa lang checkmate na ni VP Sara ang mga kongresista na sumuporta dyan sa impeachment na yan. Bakit? Okay? Either one, mag-kick in yung 1-year ban, o bar, 1-year bar, to file another impeachment case or complaint against the same person, having the same impeachment articles of impeachment. Or 2, the problem is the votes. Smart. Either sa dalawa. Yun yung mag-kick in yung isa o mag-kick in yung isa. Diba? So far, there are 10 senators who are against the impeachment. So definitely, we can say, 10 na yun na. We can say na may hirapan na sila. They need 16 eh. The rest of the 14, we don't know what their plans. Kulang ka na ng 2, sobra sila ng 1. Saan ka pupunta? Diba? Balik tayo kay Senator De Rolon.
To convict Sara. There are no numbers.
Currently, the composition, they don't have enough votes to convict Vice
they
President
need 16.
Sara.
I don't think there are 16 there. So that is why a good excuse would be to come out with a ruling that there is no jurisdiction, and therefore the case will not be tried.
So your fearless forecast is that there will be no impeachment trial? That
My
this could
fearless forecast is that there will be no impeachment trial.
That this could be dismissed on a procedural issue?
On a
Jurisdictional.
jurisdictional issue.
Yes.
Mark?
Punta naman tayo dito kay Tito Sen.
First, as a veteran of 2 impeachment courts and the Senate as a continuing body, at this early, sinabi na ni President Escudero na it might likely reach the next Congress na, hindi lang matatapos by June 30 ang trial.
Carry over.
Carry over. Based on your research or experience as impeachment court justice, pwede ba ituloy to the next 20th Congress?
Hindi naman justice judge.
Pag hindi na natapos sa June 30 ang impeachment?
That is a very good question.
Oo.
That is a very good question, and I will not be surprised if somebody brings that up to the Supreme Court because it's practically a justiciable issue.
Oo, yeah.
So, ngayon, ganito. There are 2 conflicting rules. The Senate rules and the impeachment rules.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
Ito, opinion ko to. At saka ito, opinion ng isang dating Senate President at Majority Leader. Okay?
Ikaw.
Ngayon. The Senate rules are very explicit.
Oo.
And it emanates from the Constitution.
Oh.
The Senate rule says that any business, pagdating ng adjournment sine die, dies.
guys.
Wala, oo. Kaya nga, committee reports, bills are
Oo.
refiled. Committee reports are not considered as a committee report.
Oo.
It is, you have to refile it. You may consider it as part of your records, but you cannot use it as the committee report unless
Okay.
you rewrite it. Because it died after adjournment sine die of the Congress.
June 30.
So, the June 30. So, that's, yun ang Senate rules.
Oh.
At yun ang sinasabi ng Constitution.
Oo.
Okay.
Sa Constitution din.
Yan, sa Constitution din.
Oh.
Ito ngayon, impeachment rules.
Oo.
Impeachment rules,
Existing, you mean?
existing impeachment rules
Mm.
is also somehow, laman doon yung sinasabing forthwith.
Oo.
No?
Nasa Constitution
na
din.
ibang interpretasyon ng ibang tao na ang forthwith nila kung kailan nila gusto.
Mm.
Hindi ganon. So, forthwith, alright. Tabi na natin yung issue na yun. Doon tayo sa impeachment rules at the moment. Ang impeachment rules, ang nakalagay, pag inumpisahan yung impeachment, tatapusin
Oo.
until the end, okay, of the impeachment,
Oo.
until decision is made. Ganon. Okay. O, ang problema, June 30 tapos.
Kaya nga.
So those are the two conflicting rules.
Oo, yeah.
And the impeachment rules emanate from the Senate rules, which the Senate rules emanate from the Constitution.
Oo.
Bakit ko kabisado?
Mm.
Ako yung author ng impeachment rules.
Of
Ako-
the corona.
Corona. Kasi yung ako ang chairman ng rules during that time. I was majority leader of Senator Enrile,
Oo.
who was Senate President then.
Oo.
So yun yung laman ng impeachment rules.
So, medyo,
ngayon,
oo.
ano ngayon?
Oo, yeah.
Continuing ba?
Oo.
O hindi?
Will it continue to the 20th Congress?
Will it continue? Yan. That is the question.
Oo. Okay. Natanong na actually yung aking second question, yung what will happen to the 20th Senate kung aabot yung impeachment sa panahon nyo? Ano mangyayari doon? So parang re-refile din uli yun. As far as your existing impeachment rules, they have to refile it.
Hindi. As far as the Senate rules are concerned,
Oo.
they will have to refile it.
Oo, refile
But
it.
as far as the impeachment rules are concerned, it may carry over.
Oo.
Okay. Ngayon, may dalawang conflicting na naman na issue dyan.
Oo.
The 1950 Supreme Court ruling na sinasabi na, kalimutan ko lang yung title pero sinasabi na continuing body ang Senate.
Yes, oo.
Pero 1952, wala pa yung 1987 Constitution.
Oo.
Okay.
Oo.
Bayad. Ngayon, mayroon bagong ruling ang Supreme Court,
Mm.
yung Balag versus Senate,
Ano yung Balag versus Senate?
na sinasabi na pag nag-adjourn sinidi ang Senate, tapos ka.
Oo.
Tapos ka, tapos ang committee report mo, papakawalan mo
Kasi yun na sa Constitution
papakawalan mo yung, yung mga,
Na-cite for contempt.
diba, na-cite for contempt.
Oo.
Ano yun ang susundin natin?
Ano nangyari kay Balag? Pinalabas si Balag.
Pinalabas natin.
Yung research ko nga yan. So,
hindi.
paano yan?
Ang ganda, di ba?
Oo.
Sige, hilo na rin ako.
So, tapos may pending Supreme Court petition pa si VP Sara na questioning yung kanyang fifth impeachment case na sa kanya, final sa kanya.
Meron mo nakafile.
Di ba, yung first four, sinet aside ng House and they drafted the fifth. Yun ang sinadmit nila sa Senate, yung fifth version. Kaya yun ang kinocontest nila Sara sa Supreme Court na isang beses lang ako pwedeng impeach.
In 1 year. Dapat.
Oo.
Isang beses lang. The reason, para maalam din ng mga kababayan natin, the reason na nakalagay sa Constitution, once a year lang pwedeng impeach ang isang impeachment official, impeachable officer, is because, pag hindi, buwan-buwan i-impeach ka, buwan-buwan walang nagawa ka, wala ka ng trabaho, hindi ka nakapagtrabaho. Dahil sumasagot ka rin sa impeachment. Kaya nga binawal sa Constitution.
Based on our conversations just now, pagpasok pa na ng 20th Congress, pag hindi natapos ng impeachment trial ni Sara, debate agad sa 20th Congress dahil, ano ba to? Are we going to refile this or what? O dead na yon?
Ang galing mo.
Labo-labo na naman niya pag open.
Ang galing mo. Para kang mayroong crystal ball.
First, as a veteran of
Okay, so basically, ang pinapaliwanag dito ni Tito Sen, napakasimple lang. Pag nag-adjourn sila, okay, pag nag-adjourn ang 19 Congress pa ha, papasok ang 20th Congress by June 30 ng hapon. Okay? So, ngayon, sabi ni Chis Escudero, from June 2, minove niya ng June 11 for whatever reason, no? So, nag-aalma na naman yung mga taga House of Representative tungkol doon, lalong-lalo na si Franz Castro. So nga naman, if you start on June 11 sa pag-read ng presentation, pag-ano ng presentation, do you really think from June 11 up to June 30, matatapos nila ang impeachment trial? No. That is extremely impossible. So, following the case of Balag versus Senate, anong mangyayari? Diba? So, tama nga yung sinasabi ni Senator Franklin Drilon. Parang in-expound lang dito ni Tito Sen bilang siya nga naging author ng impeachment rule for Corona. I don't know if they have to create, I don't know how many times they need to create impeachment rules. I also remember once upon a time, si CJ Davide, trinay din nilang twice i-impeach in 1 year. But that didn't happen. No? That didn't happen. Natapos yata ni CJ Davide yung kanyang termino as the Chief Justice nung panahon na yon. And iyan ay after ng 1987 Constitution. Okay? So, ngayon, mas paniniwalaan ko ang fearless forecast ni Senator Drilon. Okay? Because yung question of jurisdiction. May jurisdiction pa ba ang 20th Congress no, after June 30 sa impeachment trial? Definitely, wala na. Following the explanation nito ni Senator Tito Soto. At kung maaalala nyo, yung isang sikat na election lawyer, sinabi niya na rin ito, na mababasura ang impeachment trial ni VP Sara. No, because of lack of time, blah, 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 la, 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 la. In short, kung ano yung sinabi ng dalawang senador, in-explain lang din noon pa ng isang batikang election lawyer. Pero sa totoo lang, I don't know with you guys, pero para sa akin, gustong-gusto ko matuloy yung trial. Hindi dahil gusto ko ma-impeach si VP Sara. Gusto kong makita ng taong bayan kung gaano kagagaling ang ating mga kongresista for filing that impeachment complaint. Kasi I do expect na itong sinabi ng dalawang senador na to, alam na alam nila. Because they are all lawmakers. Sabi nga, di ba? Ignorance of the law excuses no one. So, especially for those people who we expect understand the spirit of the law, the spirit of the framers, or yung pinaka-essence kung bakit ginagawa ang mga batas. Pero sa nangyayaring ito, nakikita natin, okay, wow. Mga kongresista kayo, gumagawa kayo ng batas. And yet, hindi nyo fully ma-understand, no, yung mga bagay na dapat nyong binigyan ng consideration. Babalikan natin yung sinabi ni Senator Drilon. Marami daw legal issues. Itong impeachment ni VP Sara. Hindi pa nga niya dinidiscuss yung tungkol dun sa ano eh, sa article of impeachment eh. Imagine niyo, one of the articles says there, reason pala ang pag-i-impeach sa isang high official dahil hindi lang umattend ng SONA. I'm very sure marami ring hindi nakaka-attend ng SONA na pwede rin ma-impeach. Diba? Pero hindi nila nagawa. Are you saying na mas magaling ba ang mga members ng House of Representatives at that time sa House of Representatives member natin ngayon? For them to see that, no? As an impeachable offense? Okay, guys, if you're gonna be asked, or kung if I'm gonna ask you, gusto niyo ba yung sinasabi ni VP Sarang bloodbath? Ako, oo. Some of you may say, ayoko, but definitely I can sense na marami sa iyo mag-oo. Bakit? Kasi sa totoo lang, feeling ko lang, maraming pasabog si VP Sara. And feeling ko lang din, nag-install ng mga senador dyan, si Bongbong Marcos, to vote no sa pagko-convict kay VP Sara. Diba? Yung DepEd na bribery daw. Tandaan nyo, sinagot na yan ni VP Sara. Sabi niya, binigyan daw siya ng listahan ni Lisa Marcos with details kung sino yung bibigyan niya ng pera. Diba? Sige nga. Lord. Anyway guys, maraming salamat. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, at i-comment yun na ang inyong opinion tungkol dito. Gusto nyo ba ng bloodbath? O gusto nyo na hindi na matuloy ang impeachment? I'll see you in the next one.